So we are at the most amazing remodel. Jake, owner, construction extraordinaire, GEO Home, Plymouth, Wisconsin. We're gonna take a tour. Jake's gonna show us around, see what's going on, see the progress that's made. Is he gonna make money, lose money? I guess we'll wait and see, but let's go on and take a tour.
Broke, so.
Jake, you lead the way.
All right,
let's check this place out. And this is, how many months into this are we?
We're gonna call it years.
We're years.
Call it years.
Gonna be years into the making here. So this is down to the studs. In here, what's the cabinet layout? What is staying, what's going? So how is this gonna actually look?
So all these trusses are gonna basically get ripped out of here. And
so
then
this is gonna, the ceiling here is gonna be gone?
This will all be gone. So you'll be able to see up into the actual cupola, all up on top.
Crap.
So then all these studded walls will leave. This wall is gonna stay here because there's a half bath here. So I'm gonna try to figure out a layout for cabinets and everything, basically that go up to the wall, the actual, like the roof line. So we're gonna have to do like a custom cabinet, and like countertops are gonna have to be built into the wall.
Are you gonna have anything over here anymore, or is this just gonna be?
There'll be a big island here, so like all the plumbing and everything will stay right there, and then we'll end up doing big island here with a sink built into the middle of the. That's what I'm thinking. Dude, I'm not gonna know until like.
Well, you're there.
Until I'm there. I mean, it's just so much shit.
It's constant.
And like this is just so shallow and ugly.
When you're tall.
Yeah, I want it to be like, I don't know, I'm 6 foot, so probably 7.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this wall will all leave right here. So this will all be gone. I was thinking about doing my backsplash, because I want to do a backsplash. Like, I'm gonna build it into the actual
that'd be cool.
Angle.
Yeah,
like you've seen some of my flips where I did like those triangle like backsplash pieces. I think that would look cool in here.
Very.
Because it would match like the geodesic shape of the house. So I would do that, and then I would just do granite up to it. So your cabinet spaces would be different because like your square cabinet, your square backing isn't gonna be, flush with the wall. So you're gonna have a cavity back there. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go to Menards and we go get a bunch of Cardell cabinets, get this closer is what I'm saying. Because you're just wasting, look at all the wasted space that was here before.
What about electrical and like plumbing?
The only difference is like dealing with getting your wiring and stuff in the actual, the walls, the outside walls, the roof line. But there's not that much wiring in there. Most of your wiring is running on the bottom here, This is our temporary scaffolding that we built here so we can climb up on top and fix a bunch of shit,
So how long does this take to get to completion, roughly?
Every day of my life. We can go downstairs, I'll show you that.
No.
You good? Can you see?
Yeah, I'm good. You can follow him, Will. I'll get this puppy fixed.
Yeah. So this is like some of these would be your bedrooms. So this is a bedroom here. This is your full bath here. So I'm gonna do a tile shower in this corner right there. And then this will all be another bedroom here, another bedroom here. Then there's gonna be a bedroom, and this will be your walkout patio door that goes outside. So we're gonna build a wraparound deck that basically follows to the other door we came in. So there'll be a deck that comes out here, so you'll be able to walk out the patio door, and I'm gonna have a big hot tub that faces like over the garage more so in the front yard. And then I'm gonna do something up in like that loft area upstairs, but I don't know.
So there will be a loft still upstairs. It's not all coming down.
I'm gonna build like a net loft. It's like, you ever see those like nets? I don't know if I'm gonna do this yet.
Yeah, I have.
It's an idea, but those nets and stuff you see in like an A-frames. My thought is to do something like that up on like the cupola area. So like you have a ladder, and then you go up there and you can look out the lights. I don't know, maybe
so cool.
It'd be cool if it holds up, You probably get people that'll go out there and then they'll end up, piling 10 people up there and the whole thing will come crashing down. No, like this is all rebuilt basically.
Because you're keeping the layout the same, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean,
for the most part.
What am I gonna do?
I know, that's what I was about to say.
It's either we change the layout, we might as well just rip the thing down, We'll rip it down and then just build a new house. I'm trying to salvage what I can salvage, like just the.
Are you putting in any more windows or anything like that, or
not in the bedrooms? No. I was thinking about going downstairs and doing.
Did you know there's a whole nother downstairs yet?
So then, we didn't come in yet. So it's 3 levels.
It's massive.
Yeah. Well, I don't feel like it is. It's just like so compact. So then this goes down to your other level here. So there's another. Like I might put I thought about putting like a window in there, that area, just so there's more light in here. But other than that, like this will be, I'm gonna do a fireplace right in this general area, and then we'll do like a couch here. I was thinking right where he's standing right now, we would maybe put like a bar in that area.
That'd be pretty cool.
So you come down the stairs, you have that open stairway, that walkway right there, and then you could have like a bar, and then basically another central area. That whole area, I'll take out that other wall that's in that small room, and I'll turn that into just like the utility room. Because there's no furnace. Yeah. So I got to put a furnace in yet, ductwork.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And I was thinking about doing like exposed ductwork through the whole thing.
What did he heat it with beforehand?
It was baseboard electric plus plus he had like this Modine heater hanging in here. Yeah. It wasn't doing anything.
Sketchy. Yeah.
I know they had like propane line going to it, and it was just filled with water. It was never working. So
what was like initial purchase?
$230 is what I paid for.
That's not bad. I was thinking.
I don't know. I think I paid way too much.
I was thinking it was 300 and something.
No. So it's just under 6 acres is what is here.
You shot a massive buck.
I shot a big 9-pointer last year.
$230,000.
And my dad shot a turkey. My dad shot a turkey this spring. Yeah, but yeah, it's worth it when it comes down to that. Yeah, totally. The interest payments pay for the deer. You know, it's worth it. It's like going on a big buck hunt every year. No, I think I'll probably be into it for 400, maybe a little bit less. All said and done.
You think you'll have that? Well, but you need to replace the septic system.
I need a new septic, and then
Who do you have someone to do that yet? Or?
I had a guy that I quoted or got a quote from, but
what'd they say?
I think it was like 20. But like I don't know, dude. Like if I build another house over there,
correct,
like I'm talking about, like I don't know if I can get a cluster system put in where I can get like 2. You know, I don't know.
Let's check out the garage because that's the finish.
Here, let me grab the garage door opener.
Watch out for ticks.
Yeah, no shit. This is basically like the inside. This is how the structure of the inside is. So they all interlock, all the triangles interlock, and it's basically a dome. So that's how the weight's carried evenly through like every triangle, more so than resting on a.
And do you need gutters on these?
No, I'll show you this though too. I'm putting gutters on the house because they didn't put gutters on the house, and then that's what ended up happening.
You have a blade here that we can sharpen really quick?
Yeah. Just have your cameraman spin it as fast as he can. So you don't have any sort of capping that goes on here on these domes. It's all roofed with an overlap. So like this has a 5-inch overlap on this section. That's what you see, these lines right here. That's where your actual triangle is, your seam, and then these dashed lines here is your actual shingle. So it's overlapping 5 inches on that portion. So that would actually act as your capping. Because if you put capping on an angle, the water is just gonna go in between the capping, on the high side, and it's gonna go underneath the capping. It's not gonna go over it. So like that's why you cut everything, and then it just folds down and the water goes around it. So that's basically how you do it. And then another sequence there, so yeah.
So then you're just sealing the ends with tar, aren't you?
No, nothing, dude. The garage, there's no gutters on, just because it's so short to the ground.
Well, that's what I was about to say. You're not.
I mean, if you look at the house from here now, but the house they didn't put any gutters on, and that's why a lot of the siding and the OSB beneath it rotted all out, because the water just came straight down the siding. So I'm gonna put gutters around the whole entire house portion.
And then it's going to be the same finish, this black.
It'll look just like this.
And then
it'll look exactly like that. So it'll be LP Smart,
cool.
LP Smart side, and then like that's actually LP Smart side fascia that I stained that color on
seriously?
there.
You got plenty of the logs.
No.
Isn't this crazy? How freaking big it is.
I thought like for a few times, I'm like, maybe just like salvage the concrete, and build like a new shop here, tear the whole thing down, and then build just like a pole building.
So you're thinking, okay, you tear this down and then you just rebuild a house on this area instead of a pole building?
Yeah.
Because how much?
I talked to the town of Plymouth about it.
Yeah, what'd they say?
They said I can. So those are walls, dude. Those are actual walls of GeoDome.
That's crazy.
They're all shit.
Yeah.
But they were all outside, so I took a bunch of them apart.
Does it give you a template as to how to build?
That's what I did. I took a bunch of the angles.
I was about to say.
I took a bunch of the angles apart, and then
because this is so nuts to me. Like even from being in here the last time, like it's so. Did you pull down that header that was there?
No, it's just fucking shit. There's nothing here. This is how I'm waiting for it to fall down.
Yeah, well, it might.
I'm trying to get like all this stuff, dude. I've been rebuilding the inside. It's all all left here. So like, I haven't bought any hardware yet. It's all
That
framing.
saves us. Look at that. Holy moly.
I just went through it the other day
Yeah.
and cleaned up in here.
Organized. I know
Yeah.
it was way messier the last time I was in
That
here.
scaffolding came from out of here, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I put it together. That was left in here. Yeah, so they're pulling comps on not comparable.
Yeah.
They're pulling them on like, there's like a log cabin, okay?
Yeah.
So it's like that same kind of,
Yeah.
you know,
Uniqueness. Like
or-
A-frame homes.
Yeah, or
I guess
they're
so.
A-frames, or they're doing ones like a barn dominiums. And that's a whole other thing too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of barn dominiums are like coming up these days. Like people
Yeah.
are building them. Like banks are all appraising those. Like, I mean, obviously this has got a note on it right now.
Yeah.
Like I have a loan on it. So a lot of it comes down to too for me. Like, are you in a good relationship with the bank? Do
Yeah,
you make
no
them?
shit.
Do you
Yeah,
make
no
them
shit.
money?
That's
You
what I
know,
was about to say.
are you, you know, like national exchanges where I
Yeah.
do a lot of my business, and it's like, oh, I have a lot of debt there right
Yeah.
now. So they're like, well, whatever you want. You know, we're making money with
done.
you. We're gonna give you whatever you want to buy.
You have a good
know?
repayment history.
Yeah, you got a
everything.
good,
It's like
you know.
all working in your favor.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, like, I think those are all things that you just research, and it's a lot of like, just maybe it's doubt in your head because you're, you know, and you're an
always-
entrepreneur and you're thinking about like what's gonna go wrong, you know?
This is cool. I just think the color scheme on everything.
Well, yeah, that's, my plan is to call it like the copper kettle.
My
I'll have a
buddy's
guy put
grandpa
them
has
on.
copper gutters and a copper roof, and that's like really freaking expensive.
I mean, is it worth spending the money on that? You know?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know how much they cost, but like,
Well, they're probably not cheap.
no, but I think it would do a lot for it as far as looks.
So that is the GeoDome. So we walked through things. Obviously, we will keep you guys updated as Jake makes progress, but drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll catch you in the next video.